Hello and welcome to India Retailing. Today we are here with a brand new program of a mall walkthrough, and for the inaugural episode of this particular program, we're here in Mall of Faridabad, which is the latest and the biggest destination for retail and entertainment in this satellite city. And with me on this show, I have Abhishek Bansal, and Abhishek is the Executive Director for Pacific Group. Pacific Group has so far built 7 malls, and this is their first mall in Faridabad. So thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you, Russell.
Abhishek will show us the mall and walk through us with this new destination. So Abhishek, just let's begin with the mall itself. If you could just talk about the mall.
Yeah, so thank you, Russell, for coming, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to showcase our new labor of love. This mall is about 4 lakh square feet. We opened on the 16th of October, and as you can see now, it is a full thriving center in just a couple of months. This is the first organized retail destination for Faridabad. Faridabad is about 20-25 lakh people. We all know it is part of the NCR of this Delhi. So this is one of the first centers that the people of the city will experience, where you have national, international brands. You have a nice hypermarket. You have a gaming zone. You have a department store, and great brands like Uniqlo. You have Starbucks here. You have accessories, Da Milano, Rosso Brunello, lifestyle as a department store, Apple. So all of these, a great mix of retail that we brought to the city. This is something which is new for the city, and we expect that the people, when they come here and experience it, this is going to be the destination for everyone of the city.
And many of these brands are also making their debut in Faridabad through your mall, right?
Yes.
For example, Uniqlo,
So
Starbucks.
we have Uniqlo here, which is the first in the city.
Right.
Then we have Da Milano and Rosso Brunello, which is again first in the city. We have Nike Lux, again the first one in the city. Gap is again the first brand in the city. So we've seen a lot of debuts happening in this mall because of the opening of this mall. I think the brands had always wanted to come to the city, but they were not finding the right environment, the right location, the right destination, which I think we were able to provide. And hence, you see the mix that we've been able to create.
Right. Also, as you mentioned that retailers were not finding the right location. Location was also difficult for a mall developer like you. How did you get this mall? If you could just talk about that.
This is a very interesting project. This is a government of Haryana initiative where the land was earlier a bus station, which was an old one. So they came out with a built, operate, transfer strategy where they asked us to build a new bus station. Along with that, we got some commercial area where the mall was built. And so that became a kind of a public-private partnership, so to say, a PPP partnership. So that's where we built the bus station. We're managing the bus station as well. And we built the mall. So now it becomes
the bus station is also state-of-the-art.
Yes, it's a state-of-the-art. In fact, we call it the bus port and not the bus station.
And Abhishek, if you could just talk about, I'm sure you would have done a survey before coming, before investing so much here. What did the survey show?
The survey that we did was, what are the brands which are already operational in Faridabad, and what are the brands who aspire to come to the city like this. And where we found that the brands which are already operational, their sales are already at par with some of the best cities of that we operate in, like for example Dehradun. The Dehradun numbers and Faridabad numbers were already equal, and I imagine that if we provided the right destination for the people of Faridabad, it will definitely surpass that.
Right.
Plus the population being more than 20-25 lakhs, there are multiple satellite towns which are abutting Faridabad. So it was anybody's guess that you just have to bring in the right product and you will see the numbers come.
Right. You have the good brand mix, and you have a good food court, kids area, and also on top of that, you have created a zone for fine dining.
Yes, yes. So that is something that is a ace up our sleeve. I would call that, because Faridabad has never seen a a number of restaurants coming together in one place.
Okay.
And we have more than 10-12 options, all kinds of cuisine, be it Indian, be it barbecue, be it Asian. So all kind of cafes, everything, all under one roof, coming together in a nice retail environment with no parking hassles, etc. I think this is one of the kind of things. And when all of that becomes operational, because it is obviously, it's just been 2 months since we've opened the mall, when all of that comes together, you will suddenly see the whole game changing.
Okay. It's a huge catchment, right? So who are you targeting?
So for a mall of this size, this is about 4.5 lakh square feet of retail. For a mall of this size, I think the whole city is my catchment. Also because from anywhere in Faridabad, if you come, you will reach here in under 20-25 minutes.
Okay.
So for that kind of driving time, I don't think I want to rule out anybody or any part of Faridabad as the catchment for the mall.
So now Faridabad residents don't need to go to Gurgaon or Noida.
Definitely. You will find everything that you were looking for in Gurgaon or Delhi, you will find it in this mall.
And you have a 6-theater multiplex as well?
We have a 6-theater multiplex. In fact, one of the theaters that we are doing is called PXL, which is a large format, 3D enabled. So that's again first and exclusive thing for Faridabad.
I know it's very, it's too soon because you just opened 2 months ago.
Just 2 months, 16th
2 months.
October, yeah.
Right. How has the response been?
So we are already averaging over 3.5 lakh people.
Okay.
So it just goes to tell you that the numbers
3.5
lakh people per month.
Per month, okay,
Yeah,
right.
so which is extremely, a promising number for a new shopping center.
Okay.
So, and it's just bound to grow from here.
So many of the brands have come up with their first store in Faridabad through this mall. If you could just list out the brands which have opened first store in Faridabad.
So I'll take this floor for example. You will see that Derica Hypermarket. This is their first store in Faridabad. It's a 25,000 square feet hypermarket, which is providing for fresh, for FMCG, for apparel. So all the hypermarket needs under one roof is here. Then of course we have Zivame, which is again one of the first stores in Faridabad. We have Crossword here. I think again a key offering in a shopping center, brings in a very, very different kind of a customer and a very good addition to our brand mix.
It's good. Bookstores are coming back to malls.
They're coming back to malls. So yeah, of course, this is a great addition to the mix. We opened Gitanjali Salon today. This is the second one in the city. The first one, of course, is about 7 years old. But this is much, much larger and extremely well done. This is a nice salon, about 3,000 square feet. So, yeah, these are the new brands on this level for Faridabad. And like I said, because of the exclusivity that we provide here, these brands have been able to do some very nice stores, which will also enable the shoppers to come here more often and, of course, shop better.
And have you done any zoning in the mall?
Yeah, so as you can see on this floor, we have the hypermarket. Then over here, you will see that we have Zudio. And of course, we have Bata here. So this is more a value-driven, floor, value and services, where we have a New You, which is doing value cosmetics, and of course Bata, which is doing shoes. So more value-driven and more, a floor where you will find your daily needs kind of a thing, like a Miniso is there. So daily needs and value is what we are doing on this floor. Then if you go to the upper level, which is the ground floor, you will find international brands like Uniqlo, you will find the department store like Lifestyle, and then Gap. So yeah, that becomes a more international kind of a zone.
In athleisure as well.
Yeah, so that's there, and then you have your Apple store, and then you have your jewelry like Carrot Lane or Bluestone. So jewelry and some international brands all put together becomes the ground floor.
And you have also tried to make it a green mall, sustainable mall.
Yes. So we are a silver rated mall, and we've kind of got the certificate also.
Okay.
So yeah, so we are following those norms, and we are trying to be as environmental friendly as possible.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, Abhishek, generally you hire a lot of consultants and design guys to build your malls. Who are the consultants and designers?
So, Bentel has designed this mall for us.
Okay.
In fact, the bus station as well as the
Ben-
whole development was
Right.
designed by Bentel, including interiors and the whole concept and the schematic was done by them.
Okay, Bentel of South Africa, right?
Yes.
They have done a couple of other malls.
They've done a lot of malls actually, and they're doing a lot of malls for us also. The new malls that we are building are
Okay.
designed by Bentel.
And how many new malls are you building in the coming years? I know Jaipur is there.
So this we opened in October. So the next one that we are opening is called the Mall of Dehradun,
Right.
which is in Dehradun, like the name says. We will be opening it in June, and then we are doing another mall, smaller center in Faridabad again.
Again in Faridabad?
Again in Faridabad.
Oh, okay.
It's in sector 20B next to the Radisson Hotel.
And how big would it be?
That is about 2.5 lakh square feet.
Okay. And whose land is it?
So that's a DMRC project. The Delhi
right,
Metro, we
right.
took the land from Delhi Metro.
Is it on part of the metro or is it?
No, so it's next to the metro station. It's not
okay.
over or below, but it's next to a metro station, a separate piece of land.
Okay. And then you have Jaipur.
And then we have Jaipur, yes.
Jaipur is
So
something you want.
Jaipur is again something that we bought the land from the Housing Board of Rajasthan, and the mall is now under construction,
Okay.
and it should take us about 4 years to go live.
And then you are building it in phases, right?
No, we're not building in phases. It's a
Okay.
15 lakh square feet retail,
Okay.
and the whole thing is being built together.
Oh, okay. Then it might entail a huge investment.
Of course, it's a large center, so
Right.
it will entail a huge investment.
Okay. So, we're on the first floor of this mall.
We are on the first floor of the mall.
Right. And what is this first floor dedicated to?
So first floor you will see we have unisex brands or
Okay.
more of menswear, I would say.
Okay.
So you will see, of course, the department store continues from the ground floor and above,
Right.
but you will see more menswear brands like a Color Plus or a Benetton or a Celio. So a lot of unisex like a Levi's and a lot of menswear. We focus more on menswear here like a Blackberry, like a US Polo. So more menswear brands on this floor. Along with that, we have some athleisure where we have Skechers, we have Asics. So it's a mix of menswear and athleisure. So that's what the first floor is all about. And when
Okay.
we go to the first floor, I'll show you how we've created the whole ethnic zone for women.
Okay. Sure. And let's explore the other areas of this exciting mall. So this is the ethnic zone.
This is the second floor of the mall.
Right.
And as you will notice, when you see the brands, most of the brands here are women's ethnic or men's ethnic. So we've tried and bring together a lot of the key brands of Delhi into this mall, which are ethnic wear.
Okay.
And because I thought that category was missing big time in Faridabad, and if we created a zone like that, so that would enable a specific kind of a customer to come into the mall. And of course, we all know how big weddings are in India.
Right.
So
yeah.
this zone just takes care of that demand completely, and you have the best of the brands like Meena Bazaar or Perfection House, or you have a Bombay Selection, you have a Biba, you have Kala Niketan for footwear, you have. So all of those things brought together, I think that that trousseau shopping, marriage shopping will completely be taken care of here.
Okay. And how has the response been here? Like a lot of wedding shoppings happened?
Like I said, it's pretty new.
New, right.
But we already see the trend happening.
Okay.
So the people have started realizing that it's a one-stop shop. You come here and you shop at 15 ethnic brands. I mean, that kind of offering is nowhere there in the city.
Right. And then you have a kids zone, like where kids can go and play.
Yes,
and, like,
I will take
families.
you there.
Sure.
I'll take you there and show you how.
Let's
it is.
explore that.
Yes.
So now we're on the third floor of this exciting new mall in Faridabad, which is called Mall of Faridabad. To tell you about this floor, Abhishek will explain us. Abhishek, it seems like slightly heavy on casual dining.
Yeah, so like I said, this is, card up our sleeves. The third floor is usually a floor which the architects are more frightened of because they are always thinking what is the category that you will put here.
Right.
And we managed to curate a fantastic mix of F&B restaurants where we are doing more than 10 restaurants, which includes your Sagar Ratna, which is South Indian, of course. Then we have a barbecue concept, which is Pirate of Grill. We have a Punjab Grill, which is doing authentic Indian food. You have a Yumi, which is doing Asian. You have a great cafe called Cafe Delhi Heights. We have a cafeteria and company. We have a Gola Sizzlers. We have a McDonald's. So all of that bringing together a great mix of food and beverage on this level. I think this is going to be the most buzzing floor for the mall because the kind of restaurants we are doing here, for example, a United Coffee House, again a very iconic brand of Delhi.
Right.
So all those things coming together on this floor, I think this will attract the maximum footfall for the mall.
So this will also become a very happening zone.
This will become the very happening zone, and anybody who's looking to dine out and have a great time with the family, this is a place to be.
So we're on the top floor, the 6th floor of this exciting mall. Behind me is time zone where kids can play. And on my left side, there are 8-screen multiplex. And we are actually sitting in the food court. It's a huge food court. Abhishek, if you could just talk about this zone.
So food court has always been our strength.
Okay.
Any shopping center of ours that you go to, I call that the heart of the mall because that is where people spend the maximum time with their families, and even if they're not here for shopping, they definitely come to the food court to eat something. So this becomes the hangout place for everybody who's coming to the mall. For the maximum number of people coming to the mall, they will definitely come to the food court. So what we've done here is we have about 14 brands here which have your Indian, your chaat like Haldiram, you have a Burger King, you have a KFC, you have a Pizza Hut, Domino's, Wow Momos, Popeyes. Popeyes is again one of the first Popeyes going to open in India, will be here in this mall.
Right.
So all that put together, of course, we have a beautiful entertainment center for the kids, which is Time Zone, and a 6-screen PVR with a large format cinema showing 3D movies. So all put together, this floor really, I would call this is the heart and soul of the mall, which will call people out and get them to the center.
And how many seaters is it?
So we have a 500-seater food court, serving all sorts of brands and all sorts of cuisines.
Both Indian and foreign.
Both Indian and foreign, yes.
So with this, we come to the end of this program, the tour of this exciting, eclectic new Mall of Faridabad, which has a lot of things for everyone, for the whole family, kids, men, women, entertainment zone, cinema. And I have to thank Abhishek for taking me around this new mall. I hope in the coming years this is going to be the most happening place in Faridabad.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for visiting, and I hope you all like the new center.
Thank you. We do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.